When you look at the Browns' defense, and I've said this a couple of times, I just don't see them dictating or being physical. Maybe it's being physical is what, but they seem to be reactive instead of active.
Yeah, that's the word. They're reactive. They're letting things happen to them instead of making things happen. And with the personnel, it's puzzling. It's even more puzzling when you watch the same defense with the same scheme last year over the second half start to gel and come together, and it's just not there. And I know a lot of people will point to scheme and stuff, but I don't care if it's Buddy Ryan calling a 4-6 bear front. If you don't tackle when you aren't physical, none of that matters. So they got to get back to basics, man. They got to get ball carriers down on the ground. The first person that makes contact, at bare minimum, needs to hold the guy in place to let the defense swarm. But we're not even seeing a lot of that. We're not even seeing a lot of hustle out of them. It's very disheartening and it's alarming. And at some point, something's got to give.
Yeah, and it's kind of been, especially the last 2 weeks, the Falcons and the Chargers game, and I'm two very different quarterbacks, different offenses, but they look almost, I guess, passive would be enough. The defense is passive.
Yeah, running backs are going 8-9 yards before contact. I mean, it's just people are out of their gaps and like they're blowing assignments left and right and not staying patient where they need to, and there's a lot of wow, we're so underestimating what happened when Walker went out.
Yep.
Like that to me is the biggest key. And I'm not putting all this on Jacob Phillips. It isn't all on him, but there's a great deal of it all kind of went haywire at that moment when Walker went down. We don't have people getting people aligned correctly, and we don't have people carrying out their assignments. And I really appreciate the fact, because we talked about it last week, what I thought was wrong, and I thought it was personnel. Their linebackers are out of position, and they don't have that guy they can hang their hat on up front that can stop the run. Well, that was addressed. Doesn't mean that it's fixed, but that was addressed this week, which shows you that they're seeing that Andrew Berry is seeing the same things that we're seeing, and then they're making an attempt to get it right. Now, how quick can Jones get acclimated and be in there? I don't know. I'll look back at 2020 when they went and got Ronnie Harrison, and it took like 4 weeks to get the guy on the field and up to speed. So hopefully Jones is a quicker study and can get on the field, because this team needs help in a desperate way.